Welcome one, welcome all to the Arcanic Archives. I am, of course, the Archivist, and today we're foregoing our usual arcane shenanigans for some physical damage-based shenanigans. And I've gone completely crazy brewing Katsu recently. I don't know why I got so obsessed. I did struggle a lot with playing Kano at a battle hard in Philadelphia and got a bit disillusioned. I'm not selling the deck and never playing it again or anything like that. But I did want to try something different. So I thought for a while, talked to some people, and decided Katsu might be a good fit because the sequencing, figuring out how to maximize your damage, and bombastic, crazy turns, the sort of thing that you have to do when you're playing Kano, you also have to do some similar things here. So I figured it would be an interesting lateral move, as it were. So here we are. Katsu has 15 living legend points in Blitz. He tends just to die oftentimes before you get to do anything cool because you need lots of cards for your combos, and so if you have to block, your damage potential is significantly reduced. So with that in mind, we are playing a lot of combo cards. Standard stuff, really. There's probably too many things going on in this deck list, and it's just because I'm very new and need to decide what's good and what's not. So we have the standard Surging Strike, Whelming Gustwave, Descendant Gustwave combination, and then Bonds of Ancestry, Dishonor, or Mugenshi and Lord of Wind to follow with that. I also really enjoy Leg Tap, Rising Knee Thrust, Blackout Kick. Blackout Kick becomes a 1 for 7 if the combo's online. So I believe with 1 blue, you can do Kodachi, Leg Tap, Knee Thrust, Blackout Kick for, I think, 17 damage. And that's just pretty good in Blitz. I'm also, as you can see by the giant maybe section of this, I have no idea what combos are good and what aren't yet in Blitz. I can't get a Lord of Wind off because either Mugenshi gets blocked, I just don't find it, or I get disrupted on the turn where I actually have the combo. So I don't know how good that one's going to be. I think Hurricane Technique could be really cute, especially if we're already committed to the Leg Tap line. This would let us do Leg Tap, Knee Thrust, Hurricane, Hurricane. Playing this same card twice. Its combo effect on the first time, of course. But you could also do 100 wins, Winds of Eternity. I mean, you could really commit and play all 600 wins. You could fully commit, play the second Mugenshi. You can do, I don't know. I can't find room for Art of War in this current iteration of the deck. I am trying Ancestral Harmony. I think, I don't know, this is very good if you banish a combo card and it's mid if you don't. But it is a 0-cost blue, block 3, so why not? Also, Concealed Blade is pretty rad. It's basically just Lunging Press, except it blocks 3. I could put 2 more cards in the inventory, but I don't know what to play. Maybe CNC, maybe E-Strike. It's also 0-cost. I don't know. So we're still learning, still figuring things out. Equipment setup is pretty standard, Mask of Momentum, because it's just hardcore. Being able to draw more cards to keep your combo going is great. Best of the First Fist, because Heart and Cross Trap is too good for Blitz. Breeze Rider Boots for some insane turns where we draw a bunch of combo cards from different combos. And then Breaking Scales as an onboard reaction. 2 Kodachis, of course. AB2. We'd play Tie Flippers basically against Rune Blades, and then bring in the Lantern for the Emperor. So that's Katsu and Blitz. Instead of doing a wrap-up, I'll just say now we do some cool things in both games, although the outcomes are somewhat different. Keep it as spoiler-free as possible. But what I'm thinking, and you can skip this part if you don't want my wrap-up thoughts, but my gut says that I should take out the Mugenshi and Lord of Wind. That only frees up 3 deck slots, because we can keep the Descendant Gustwave and Bonds for that combo, but just, man, I just can't get this to work. And Lord of Wind rebuying, Lord of Wind can shuffle combo pieces in your graveyard into your deck, so it's more of a mid to late game card. It can help you against fatigue. I don't know, maybe there's a deck where you do that and then play 100 wins and Winds of Eternity and, keep shuffling things into your deck. That might be neat. I don't know. But this is a more stock list, plus I like Blackout Kick. It's one of the scariest arts in the game, with some cheeky flavor text. Anyways, that's enough of my rambling. Let's get to the games. Thank you for your support. And if you like this kind of content, you can let us know by liking, subscribing, and then comment what your favorite Katsu combos are, mistakes you see me making, or cards or decks you think we should try. I've been the Archivist, and I hope you enjoy these games. So we're doing Katsu Blitz versus Briar. First or second? I think probably first. I don't know. I find myself liking going first with Katsu, because you can get some Kodachi value on turn 1 typically and set up a combo piece in Arsenal. So we will do Tide Flippers, just to have AB1. I don't have a full sideboard, mostly just because the main deck is really tight. I'll just roll with this. Okay, so we do have Concealed Blade for our Kodachi action. And the equipment suite over here is a little agnostic, so I'm not exactly sure what they're up to. We got the double red bonds, which is a little unfortunate. So we'll Kodachi. They say no blocks. We'll Kodachi again. They block for 2. I guess that's fine. Now I think I want to send in one of these bonds just to get it in the graveyard. Then we could do like a double bonds thing, perhaps. And also having these both in hand is a little bad, so we'll filter our own hand here, even though it sort of gives them the opportunity to do the same. Okay, but we're happy to see these 2 cards gone. And bonds is a fine card to have in Arsenal. Okay, so we have a, oh Jesus, CMH Snatch. Okay, maybe not CMH Coax. Well, we're going to be taking a lot of damage here, but we have a good setup. So we can do Surging Strike. I'm going to get value out of this while we can. Because with this hand, we can do Surging Strike, Gust Wave, Bonds, banish bonds, play it with... I don't know. It's going to get a little strange. So I'm gonna take 6 here. Do they snaps? They don't. Good. Okay, so they'll get their embodiment. And maybe... Okay, so we get a Quicken. So I gotta think for a minute. So, do we discard this Fluster Fist to go get something fun? Because we could toss the Fluster Fist for a Gust Wave, and then do... The second bonds won't have a target. I'm thinking of the double bonds line here. Okay, so we're going to turn this on. So I believe we Kodachi Surging. Yeah, so we'll do Kodachi. Unfortunately, we cannot play the Harmony. Just do not have the resource. And there's no way we can take advantage of the Quicken here. So we'll do Kodachi, Surging for 4. We're kind of reliant on hitting with this or Whelming, which might be difficult with their equipment and their embodiment. Okay, if they just block for 4, we can't use Breaking Skills because I sometimes forget that Surging Strike doesn't actually have combo. Okay, so now we can Whelming, threatening draw on hit with Breaking Scales backup. Okay, so they foil our Breaking Scales plan. That's very sad. Yeah, so we'll just pass. So now we can do bonds. We will banish the bonds. Because if we hit, we do. So now we can say yes to Vest and say yes to Katsu. So we can grab I don't know, any Gust Wave card, right? Because it will make the bonds free. So I guess we just grab red Descending Gust Wave for power. And then bonds, banish Flusterfist, play Flusterfist. Oh, that actually worked out better than I thought it would. So let's grab Descendant Gust Wave. So this has natural go again, so it's fine, even though it's only hitting for 3. We still might die to the Crackback just because CMH is a busted card. So now we can bonds, Flusterfist. And this is why you play Flusterfist, even if you're not on any sort of open the center combo. And we have since... We got this from Mask of Momentum, which is unfortunately a little low impact. Because, like, we can Kodachi... Do we set this up in Arsenal? Probably not. So I guess let's Kodachi, since that doesn't have go again. Can you imagine if we had an Ancestral Harmony out? Yeah, we just send in this Flusterfist. I don't know, this is such a bad card to Arsenal. I'm going to skip. Okay, so they have CMH, Force of Nature, so they're essentially on the nuts. So what are we going to do? We're at the point where we can like block sort of aggressively and then just do Kodachi Razors. I hope it's good enough. So they're going to draw if they hit here. But we can't block 7. I mean, we can actually block 7. If we do 3, 5, and then Mask. Better to block with Ancestral or Flusterfist? I'm not really sure. They still have a Snatch, right? Snatch technically represents double draw. I will say no blocks. This is bad, and we probably are still going to die. I hope I'm not hallucinating that Snatch. I know they played Snatch for 7 and then took it back and played Coax. Okay, here it is. So now we block 7. Goodbye, Mask of Momentum. This was not your game. Okay, another 7. So if they can Rosetta Thorn here, are we just dead? Because what, we can block 5, take 2. Okay, so we're not dead, but we're in a very bad position. So they draw again. Do they draw an attack they can play? Oh, they can grasp and then kill us. Yeah, well, they had the nuts. We sort of had the nuts on our turn, but the Briar nuts are a little better, especially when you have CMH Force of Nature like that. That was an interesting game, though, and I liked our double bonds turn. Anyways, the issue in Blitz is that you just die often before you get to do anything cool. Excuse me, we got to do something cool last game, but, I mean, we had basically... Well, they hit us hard on... They hit us for, 7 on turn 1 and on their first turn, and then just ran us over on the second turn. So that's essentially why you play that deck, the high roll people with CMH. So this list is sort of just... I think it's trying to be too many things, but also I'm very new to playing the deck, so I want to try all the things and see what's good. We saw last game that like the Flusterfist thing with bonds is definitely worth it. Because you can we discarded Flusterfist to Katsu to find a Descendant Gust Wave to do a double bonds chain. Ooh, Dorinthea QP. Huh. I anticipate this being hard. People who can pressure and have good equipment block. I think we go first. I don't know. I keep winning die rolls and then having to decide, and I don't really know. So we don't change anything here, right? No, we just run our standard kit. Okay, so this is really bad. Oh, and they're on Dynamo. Yikes. Dynamo is like the antidote to Kodachis. So, I mean, we can pitch 2 red 0 costs to play our Kodachis. And I imagine they block with Dynamo, block with a card from hand, and then just pass. So we can arsenal one of these empowerments, which will be great next turn. I don't want to keep both of those. Yeah. Okay, so about how we drew it up. Okay, so we have combo piece 1, different combo piece 2, initial combo piece 3. So that's a little awkward. I really like the leg tap knee thrust blackout kick line in Blitz just because it's a stupid amount of damage, and you can also go crazy with Breeze Rider Boots, giving blackout kick go again. It's 1 for 7 with go again if you combo with it. It's awesome. All right, so they're out here. Blood Run Wine. I expect we lose here just because it's hard to block. Like, oh, here's a block for 2. Great. We'll get our equipment value while we can. Problem with Dynamo is that the attacks don't need to hit. They're just here. We're going to take it. Because if we hit with Surging Strike, we can use this to find a Gust Wave. And then I guess play our second one from deck just for 3, whatever. And then they get to take advantage of Grains. Yeah, Katsu's not at his best in Blitz. Okay. I'm going to turn these on so we can say no in the event that we want to say no. So it's like, do we Kodachi? We probably Kodachi, just like, yeah, it's sort of free Dynamo value for them, but, or if they don't block, that's also fine. So we can Kodachi Surging, then we can threaten +2 here, which is pretty rad. If they block for 4, we'll Ancestral. Nice. Find the other Ancestral card. That's a little sad. I also don't have any good... Okay, so we're going to pass. Do we destroy Breeze Riders? So what can we do with this? So we're going to have to Katsu. We can discard Knee Thrust to find a Gust Wave. Probably just Red Whelm and Gust Wave. And then they're incentivized to block it for 5, so it'll chew through some of their equipment. And then we can Bonds, banish Knee Thrust. So there's no point in destroying Vest or Breeze Riders, really. We will use Katsu's ability. We can keep this in our arsenal for next turn. Or, no, we need to discard Rising Knee Thrust. So discard this for a Gust Wave. Play the Gust Wave. Unfortunately, the mid-turn Ancestral Harmony is super awkward because we'd have to break the chain to play it, and Katsu doesn't break the chain all that much. Okay, so the block for 6 here is probably correct. So we can Bonds. If we banish Rising Knee, it's unfortunate, because if we banish the Rising Knee Thrust here, then outside of a weird Bonds turn, we're turning off our Blackout Kick line. But I also think we just, we're out here to send damage. Problem is, they can sort of just block with all their cards and then have a 5 damage turn off their tokens. which is very powerful. But they're keeping their last card in hand, it looks like. So we will Arsenal the Ancestral, which is pretty good with the hand that we drew, because Lord of Wind is our pitch card. Well, I don't know if that combo is worth it in Blitz, but I love it. I love the Mugenshi, Lord of Wind. Oh god, was it double slice and dice? Yeah. So it turns out we are just getting high rolled today. For 9, great. Yeah, we're not going to win this game by blocking. So we need a good hit. Okay, it's Blackout Kick. We can actually play it. That was very good. So do we Kodachi? No, I'm sad that this is blue Gust Wave. I mean, we can discard it for the other red Gust Wave. Red Whelming Gust Wave, that is. So I think we say no to Kodachi, but also we have Empowerment. So we get at least one guaranteed redraw. I think we are going to Kodachi. Pitch our Lord of Wind. Surprised they haven't been blocking these with Dynamo just to... Well, they will probably block Searching Strike with another card in Dynamo. They still have a lot of equipment, which is worrisome. We might have to be cracking their Breeze Riders here. So now... Maybe we can Kodachi with the second one at the end of turn. Where's Red Searching Strike? We've seen both yellows. Do you have a defense reaction? No. I think we are going to go for Breeze Riders here. Or we're going to say yes. We're going to use Katsu's ability. We're going to discard this blue Whelming Gust Wave. Dishonor would be really funny. But we'd essentially have to lock into bonds. Should discarding the Gust Wave... Well, no. Discarding the Gust Wave... I think was necessary, because this empowerment, it could be anything. Do we get Red Whelming? Or do we play for the Dishonor that we sort of have to luck into? This is also more damage. And so we're threatening Mask of Momentum here. They give us all 3 pieces of, or if they give us all 4 pieces of equipment, then we can't hit. Well, actually, yes, we can, because we have this Ancestral in hand. We still have Breaking Scales, which is pretty nice. Deceptively simple, or simple but deceptively powerful. I've yet to play a Lord of Wind. Still waiting. It'd be really great if they just blocked full equipment here. They're gonna block 8? Yeah. Okay, so they're blocking 7. They're thinking about it. 7. Okay, so we do get to get them because we have Ancestral Empowerment. So we roll Ancestral. And just draw the Dishonor. Oh my god. No, we don't have bonds. Oh no, we're so close. Well, we do have Mask of Momentum. Okay, if we draw bonds here. Ah! It's bonds! It's bonds! Oh my god! Okay, oh shit. So we can... So all of our combo attacks have go again. So unfortunately we can't do Rising Knee Thrust to buff Blackout Kick. But we can just do like a Surging maybe? or just something with go again, honestly. Well, no, everything has go again. It's Breeze Rider Boots. All right, so we're going to play Bonds. Oh, it has to be a combo card. So we're just gonna, we're gonna Whelming Gust Wave, because it has go again. It has natural go again. Okay. It's a little tough, because we might... I think we're sacrificing the power bonus on Dishonor here. But also, if we did... Well, we had to do it this way, basically. I don't know. The Blackout Kick is awkward. I think we need to play it just to push damage. Okay, so we can do... Dishonor has go again. So we send this in for... We can do 4-0 Kodachi, just end with Dishonor, while we still control all of those cards. Yeah, okay. Okay. We might get there with Ancestral Harmony. The Ancestral Harmony power bonus and the Breeze Rider Boots. The Breeze Rider turns with this deck are just insane. It really does feel like you're flying. They also gave us a GG. Okay, so they take one. And then we kick. And we Kodachi. And then, for the Rubbins! Dishonor! Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay, so sometimes you just get lucky and find the combo pieces you need, but we found 2 combo pieces we needed that game, just off the deck. That was brilliant. Oh, man. So, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attack chain. Kodachi. Can I not click this anymore? Maybe not. Yeah, so we did Kodachi, Surging, Descendant, Bonds, Whelming, Blackout Kick, Kodachi, Dishonor. Oh, man. This is one for the ages, for sure. Sorry, yeah. Wow, my brain is just on fire. So, this is where Katsu looks really good in Blitz, but keep in mind that we took like 13 damage last turn, because this wouldn't have been possible if we blocked with even 1 card. So, he's just very frail, and the lower life totals in Blitz are a legitimate hindrance and why he has only like 15 living legend points, but holy smokes, that was just great.